Oi, lads. Okay, I know. YouTube, I know you hate control decks, but this is a cool one, man. Trust me, that of all the uncool ones, this is the cool one. We've got Mind Splice Apparatus, discounting all of our instants and sorceries, and we've just got a bunch of X-cost instants and sorceries. We've got White Sun's Twilight, which is going to gain a bunch of life, and that's how we're going to win using the might tokens with Toxic. We've got Draw X, we've got Counter unless they pay X, and we've got Remove X. We've got Devious Cover Up to bring them all back round, and then Deluge and Depopulate and Union. These kind of decent cards on curve to get us to this point. Couple of Field of Ruins, good mana in blue-white control. So yeah, let's give it a go. We're gonna try some best of one. Alright, on the play, got a couple of unions, no Mind Splice and no board wipe, but hopefully the unions and the scrutiny can buy us enough time to find either of those two cards. Okay, there's your Depopulate. Syncopate I think is really sick in this deck because it's a counterspell we can use on turn 2, and also with it plays just so incredibly well with all the discounts. Now, Graveyard Trespasser is a card that we hate. I think I'll just go for another union, just get the unions going, make sure we're staying on daytime, and try and hold this Depopulate for one more creature. There we go, that's fine. Good enough for me, and then that'll get us into our scrutinies, and hopefully then our Mind Splice, and then hopefully then our White Sun's Twilights, and hopefully then a victory. Don't want to be too greedy with our Depopulates, especially when there's a Trespasser on the field, which is a very annoying creature. Flesh Gorger is okay, Bank Buster is okay. We're looking for Apparatus, really. We find an Apparatus, okay. Well, I was gonna go for the Union, but I guess we can go for Field of Ruin on their Foundry into Apparatus here, and start getting those discounts going. Union just buying us a bunch of life here to be able to tank these hits while we get set up. What a card. Okay, let's go Field of Ruin. That'll put us down to 3 lands, then we get our 4th to get the Apparatus down. Don't want to be taking too much damage from those creature lands. Let's go Apparatus, and I think we can just go ahead and use our first wipe here. Our first Twilight. Although a 3-mana Depopulate into a Scrutiny for 2 as well? Nah. Let's just get our first 5 mites going and give the opponent something to think about. I don't want to Scrutiny for 2 when I've got Apparatus in play, because it's just going to get so much better over the course of the game. There's an Archfiend, okay. That's fine. Sleeper is fine. No Bank Buster attack, okay, so they want to make some blocks. That's fine by us. There's a land. We've got 2 discounts, so now essentially the Scrutiny draws however many cards that I spend the mana on it. I have 7 mana. I think we should go for a draw 6. Draw 6 into, and then we'll do a big union with our last land. Gain a bunch of life. Start getting in with our mites. We've got another 2 Apparatus. This Apparatus is going to 3 next turn. Which means Twilight is now 4 mana to clear their board, gain 5 life, and make 5 more lights. Discard our tap land. Discard our island. Got a 2 mana depopulate just sitting here. That's pretty good if we need it. Underdog, okay. We've not actually found any marches or syncopates yet, which is a little strange. Opponent is trying to race us, and that's not going to work out for them. We are the aggro deck now. Let's get in. For 3 more poison. 3, 5, 7, 8 mana, 11. We can do... We've got a Twilight for 9 now. You can see that, like, this deck doesn't mess around, man. Like, once you get set up, like, you just win so fast. Opponent essentially needs a Gix's command here or they're dead. Even if they have a Gix's command, then what? Like, we just draw 7 cards. Okay. Go again. Yep. Well, that was an impressive first game. Let's see if it keeps doing that. Alright, on the play we've got a turn 2 syncopate, which is pretty nice. So the reason I'm playing this in best of 1 and not best of 3 is I'm very suspicious that the Mind Splice apparatus can survive in best of 3, but against, like, you know, mono red, mono black, even mono blue, etc. in best of 1, I can see the apparatus just sticking on the board for the whole game if you can get it down. So I think this is probably a best of 1 only deck, but I mean, if it does incredibly well, then don't get me wrong, I'll give it a go in best of 3. Looks like we are playing against mono blue. Let's go ahead and resolve our deluge while we can. Scrutiny. Depopulate seems like a scam. Actually, Iganjo is great. Iganjo can kill a Jinn, so let's take that. Well, this is the benefit of running 27 lands, I suppose. We get to make our land drops, opponent doesn't. Yeah, I could counter that, but let's actually let it resolve and we'll use a march. More reason to use our counter spells when we have an alternative. If I draw 3 here, we're going to 8, we make a land drop. Guess I could play the island and draw 4. And I guess we'll actually discard the Triome. We don't need it. We've got all these dual lands anyway. We've found our apparatus. We've got a counter spell to protect it. There's a Jinn, and we've got another march, so let's actually let's cast the apparatus while we can. Resolve that. They resolve their Jinn. Untap, get our discount. So now we can kill this Jinn. We've got this Deluge as well, which gives us a bit of card draw. The X cost Syncopate is now getting better and better and better as the games go on, and the other ones in the deck also. Okay, let's counter this Jinn. We'll cast Deluge while it costs 5. We are looking for card draw. And... well, I assume we want a counter spell. Two mana Devious Cover-Up. Pretty good. Opponent obviously is really struggling for lands, but they're not struggling for Djinns. There's a Delver. Okay. Let's actually go for a bounce. See if they want to use a protection spell. They do, okay. There's a Twilight. We have 3 discount, huh? Well, the scrutiny is looking real good. My only... I'm a little bit confused as to how big we want to make it, though. I mean, pretty big, I think. So I think we're willing to discard, like, depopulate, for example, right? So I think we want to hold up Devious Cover-Up after the scrutiny and probably one more counterspell. So we'll leave 4 blue available, and we'll just cast this for whatever that is. That's 7, 11. That's a draw 9. Okay. Now, because now we've got Devious Cover-Up, and we can pay, well, Spell Pierce or Make Disappear. Okay. That was like... that was a bit spooky there, actually, but it seems like we costed that Silver Scrutiny perfectly. Okay, what do we have here? Got a March into a Union into a Depopulate or a Deluge. Well, that seems like a keep to me. Bank Buster. I could have removed that there. Not sure whether I'm supposed to. I don't think there's a massive rush to remove a Bank Buster, though. Although we should do it now. So I could have exiled one of my own cards last turn to stop them drawing a card this turn, but they make, like, you know, I know they haven't cast anything else this turn, but we don't know that means they didn't have anything to cast. They might have just chose to draw a card instead, so we may have bought ourselves a bit of tempo even by waiting there, which is interesting to think about. Celestus. Well, that's annoying, but I don't see how it can be worth a counter spell. Nah. Let's go for Deluge, Apparatus, and I suppose a Triome. I'm not too happy about the Celestus, but we've got all these marches in the deck. We've got one in our hand now as well, so we should be able to get rid of the Celestus eventually. Just can't really rush with it because we need to get our Apparatus ticking first. Let's go for the Apparatus. It resolves and it sticks. Okay. Our All right, now let's play. I mean, I would like to have more than one counter spell here, but don't need to worry about wedding announcement too much. We have so many board wipes that and life gain that the tokens are not a massive concern. And once we start using all the devious cover-ups and stuff like that, we can start picking them off anyway. Okay, so let's go for Union. And we can mark, using our 1 discount on apparatus, we can march for 3 here without discarding anything, without exiling anything, so we can go for, get rid of this Celestis. And then we move into another discount. Okay, that's fine. Field of Ruin, no problem. This will put our counter spell down to 2 mana. Start off with a Union. I'm not sure whether to use depopulate there. So if we depopulate there, we would stop them drawing cards off the wedding announcements. But they would just refill the board with more tokens anyway, so I guess we're saving it. Which is fine. Just need a card draw effect now. Yeah, so we'll go for one of our depopulates now. Hopefully Deluge can find us a card draw spell. Okay, so Devious Cover-Up we will put back in our Unions. And I think that's it, to be honest. The marches are nice too, but there's more marches in the deck, and we just want to make sure we're just cycling a lot with these discounts. Here's Eternal Wanderer, we'll counter that too. We'll get the other Devious Cover-Up back in. There's 1 token, okay. Let's go Deluge, which finds us another Deluge and an Otawara, not bad. Full Deluge, any counter spells? Okay, it's a Union. We have a Scrutiny. No counter spell though, but next turn we can draw a lot of cards. Otawara is nice because Otawara can bounce this Eternal Wanderer. Okay, so they're doing that. Okay, so we will lose the discount on our own turn. So I guess we just cash in the Scrutiny here for 3 draws. Okay, that's a lot of lands. Basically, we're just trying to find a counter spell here. We're trying to find a counter spell so that we can bounce Eternal Wanderer and counter it.
You're coming with me.
Opponent's interacting with us a little bit here, but I mean, they're not achieving a great deal, are they? I mean, yeah, they've got us down to 28, sure. Let's get our other apparatus in. Our third one will also come back at the end of our turn here. Here's another Scrutiny. And I guess we can go for a deluge for 5 here. Still looking for a counter. There's a devious cover-up. Do we want a second counter spell, or do we want our White Sun's Twilight? I think a second counter spell. We've got Depopulate to deal with this current board, and we've got Silver Scrutiny to draw our cards, to draw a ton of cards to find our next board wipe for their next wave of creatures, right? So if I bounce now, we're gonna have 1 mana left over. Okay. Looks like they're getting 1 more turn of Eternal Wanderer, which is okay. Interesting game here. Opponent's Eternal Wanderer really slowing down our apparatus, but hopefully that's okay. Right now we've got a Syncopate for 1 mana, which would tax for 2. Okay, so we'll go for that. Syncopate for 1. Oh. Here we go. We've still got the Devious cover-up to handle the Eternal Wanderer.
This one.
Take a little bit of damage, but that's why we gain all this life. To let us just tank some hits while we do our other stuff. Now it's time for a Eternal Wanderer bounce. I think with the Scrutiny, I think we will go for a Depopulate this time. Opponent, of course, has a window here to resolve their Eternal Wanderer, but that's their Wandering Emperor, sorry, but that's fine. Field of Ruin. We have 3 discount. We have 11 mana. The drawing 7 would be 9 minus 3. It would be 6. It would leave us 5 mana. Okay, so I think we draw 6 cards here in that case. Draw 6, we're left over with 6 mana. We've got 2 mana Depopulate, 2 mana Devious Cover-Up, and 2 mana left for potentially another counter spell. Okay. 1 mana, gain 10 life, draw a card. Sounds good. There's Depopulate. We did find that other White Sun's Twilight. We've only got 1 counter spell in hand, so Wandering Emperor has to resolve. But I mean, Wandering Emperor is not really a problem with for our deck, right? We play no creatures. And we've got so many board wipes that the Wandering Emperor tokens, we should be able to deal with them. Hopefully. Lauren is fine. We have 3 apparitions. One of them can be removed. It's not a problem. We've got Devious Cover-Up to put that Mind Splice apparatus back in the deck anyway. As long as it's not getting exiled, it's no problem.
Strike fast and strike hard.
Okay, so now we should have White Sun's Twilight with counterspell backup. So it's time to make a bit of a board here. 12 mana, 3 discount. That's 15, meaning minus 2 for the cover-up, 13 minus 2 for the White Sun's Twilight. So we actually can go for the full 10 here and threaten. In fact, I guess we can go 11, that way we can get past 1 Wandering Emperor blocker. Yep. 11. We go up to 38 life and we threaten lethal damage. pretty damn good. And we've got a massive silver scrutiny for refill next turn. So we can, if they go for Eternal Wanderer, we can counter that. They make one Wandering Emperor token. We get past that, we hit them for 10 Toxic, and we win the game, hopefully. Let's get Cover Up back. Let's get our other apparatus back. Let's get Silver Scrutiny for big card draw. And another White Sun's Twilight for another big toxic board. And that's the game. Our late game power is just unmatched.
Ecuador! Ecuador!